back to another brand new episode here on Sunnyside Up Farms. As you can see from the last episode, we have got the brand new combine out in the field. Yes, it's harvest time, and we are a go. So this is chicken feed, as you'll remember. We did in not the last episode. I don't think it was. What did we do? No, it wasn't the last episode. It wasn't yesterday's episode. The episode before. You'll remember that we planted some barley, and the reason for planting the barley was that we were going to use the barley as seed. Now, whether we get round to doing that this year or not, I don't know. Because we've got one or two other little things that we need to get done. So the chicken, nothing to do with the chickens. The pig area is almost complete now. They've nearly got it completely dug out. I've had a word with the builders and the architects and stuff like that. We're going to make a slight alteration down there. They've sort of been digging it out and doing what they've been doing, they've come to realise that there's going to be a little bit of an issue with the way that I originally wanted it. Now, they did give me some solutions to the way that I wanted it, but they did also give me an alternative, and I really like the alternative, because part of the alternative is taking down at least one shed down there that's there at the moment. But you know, it could end up being sort of 2 or 3 sheds. Yeah, so I've gone with the alternative that they've really suggested, and I think it's going to work much better, you know, for us down there. In terms of harvest, so I've gone past them now, but I've hired a tractor and 2 trailers. So we've got our 8400 that's got a hired trailer on, and we've also got a 7810 that also has a hired trailer on. So I've done that basically because with a combine this size, obviously we're able to take in twice as much grain as what that little Claas was, and so therefore I just felt that the little David Browns, you know, while I love using them, we are outgrowing them, and I just felt that to be more efficient for the harvest, you know, we needed you know, bigger trailers and obviously bigger tractors, so that you know, we could get on. The only thing is that with where they've had to park, they are going to be in the way for the first round, unfortunately. So we are going to have to cut round, which is why I would have well, unless I've just selected the wrong course, but I've missed that. I'll have to go back to that. Unless I've selected the wrong place for them to park, I would have preferred them to have parked as we turn on the way we're facing. If you go right to the end where I started combining this field from, where I've parked the header trailer, there's quite a big area down there, and they could have parked quite comfortably on that, and they wouldn't have been in the way at all. We can get around that corner, so we'll have to go and cut it out. So yeah, as I say, that is the plan for the day, and hopefully, if I don't get all of it done, I should have most of it done, but I'm sort of hoping I'm going to get all of it done. Once we get the pigs up and running, obviously we're not going to, because you can see from the money again, so that's come from 2 sources this time. That's come from selling the eggs, so we had another egg order come in. So we sold the eggs, and also we have again sold some stone. So yeah, as I say, the money's coming in all ways, it's all different ways. So as I say, once we get the pig area done, we won't have the money from the stone to rely on, because that is quite a lot of money. But and I was tempted not to like sell the stone, you know, just sort of do something else with it. But one or two people in the end actually pointed out to me that you know, a farmer in real life, if he had the opportunity to make a little bit of money, you know, out of something off his land, then you know he definitely would. So you know, although it was quite a lot of money, you know, that basically the people that had messaged me said that they had no problem with me taking the money. So, and it's also nice as well, because I'm in regular contact with one viewer, and it's really nice to know that there are, you know, sort of, you know, don't get me wrong, I'm not on, you know, Daggerwin and Scroff's level, but that there are, you know, a few people out there that are sort of viewing. Push the combine away there. Hopefully I can make it to the end. But yeah, that there are a few regular, you know, viewers to this series. It's quite nice, you know, to sort of think that. Because, you know, as I said before, sometimes you do sort of kind of doubt it a little bit with the fact that, you know, the views are so low. But but it's nice to see that there is. Alright, we should have a tractor and trailer coming. This is the bit where I would have liked them to have parked. Would have been nice to have had that rape field. That is a pretty big rape field, canola field. Sorry, I can't say canola. See, it upsets too many of the non-locals. Right. Always amazes me. Why? No, not why I miss so much. That amazes me, but that wasn't what I was going to say. It always amazes me. I was playing my own. I'm going to have to wait here because I am pretty much full. I will turn that off just to save some diesel. Why auto drive always swings so far out to the wide. I was playing my own save last night and it did the same thing. It was sort of crossing 2 or 3 fields just to get to where I was, and it was parked originally in the same field as me. And I'm like that, it was doing all of that business. It's like, what on earth are you doing? You know, literally turn into the field, come down the crop. I don't mind. I've got crop damage turned off, so it doesn't bother me. You know, it is what it is. You know, it's not acceptable in real life, but it's a computer game. I'm happy to draw the lines and just come to the combine and we'll unload. But instead you get all this kind of, well, all that. Anyway, this is a good time while he sits there and works out what he's going to do, for me to say I'm going to switch over to a little bit of time lapse, and I'll see you all in a little bit. Bye for now.
Fingers tiptoe on black and white dreams. Echoes linger where silence streams. Heartbeats sync with the melody so. Filling the cracks where the shadows store. Whisper to the keys, let them speak for me. Every note a story, every chord a plea. Hold me in the quiet where the music stays, lost and found within its fragile haze. The old piano hums like it knows my name. He leaves my soul Each hammer strike, a memory untamed, the sharp and flat of everything unchanged. The petals sigh in a mournful grace as keys and fingers fall into embrace. Whisper to the keys, let them speak for me. Every note a story, every chord a plea. Hold me in the quiet where the music stays, lost and found within its fragile haze. Whisper to the keys, let them speak for me. Every note a story, everything unchanged. Hold me in the quiet where the music stays, lost and you're the light, you make my heart open right up. And lately, it gets hard to see, but you show me there's more to love, more than enough. Oh, baby, please don't ever leave. Don't let the sun go back to sleep, but I'll be here when you need me. You're everything I'll ever need, 'cause it's your love I wanna keep. I'm never gonna say goodbye.
So, I'm back, and I've nearly lost my sanity through recording most of that time lapse there, as the wonderful auto drive and tractors and trailers just didn't want to do what I wanted them to do or expected them to do or anything like that, and it's been very frustrating. Oh dear, never mind. I mean, it's a great mod. You can't, you can't knock the mod. It's a great mod. It's just sometimes it's kind of like, what on earth are you doing? As I've said many times before, if auto drive could adapt the way that Courseplay used to do it back in 17, before they changed the way that it worked. Well, I think Courseplay changed because of auto drive, but yeah, if auto drive could do it the way that Courseplay used to do it, that would be blooming awesome. Because as I said before, you could have the exit to the field on this side here, so that it goes out that way, and then you could have the entrance to the field, up there, and then park it somewhere up in that direction. And then as the tractors were going in and out of the field, they never ever met, and because they never ever met, obviously they never collided, and it was such a much better system. But never mind. Anyway, enough about that enough of all that old nonsense. We're doing very well. I think the wheat is yielding very nicely, and I think there'll be more than enough, thank goodness, chicken feed again for next year. So long may that continue, because that's where the majority of our money as a farm at the moment comes in. I know we're gonna eventually, hopefully, have the pigs up and running, and we'll then start getting the money from the meat and the carcass and stuff like that. But for now, then we're doing very nicely, because as I say, we're relying completely on the chickens to make money for this farm, and God forbid anything should happen to the chickens, and we would be in serious trouble. Although if it was to happen now, with £1 million sitting in the bank, I think we could probably ride the trouble out. But if we spend and invest all of that money and then something happens, this farm would be in quite big trouble. Alright, let's dig this tractor out of its predicament, because it's possibly whole. Oh, no, I don't think the other one was full though, was it? Alright, come on. Let's get you on the field. There you are. No, it's no good driving now. I don't need an unloader now. Alright. And I'm also, as well, loving this new combine. It's just a very smooth operating combine. Really like it. Where's he off now? Who cares? Right. As you can probably guess, I've started to give up. Only for this episode. Right, we'll finish these headlands, and then we will crack on with the middle of the field, and then we've just got this one and then that one to do in this episode, and then there is one by the farm, but we'll do that in the next episode, and then we'll do some baling as well, so we can sort of add that then to the next episode, because as I've said, from now on, I sort of don't want my episodes to be getting 45, 50, over an hour sort of minutes long. Do you know what I mean? 45, 50 or 60 plus minutes long is what I was trying to say, so that will give us some things to do in the next episode, while we wait for our barley and our sugar beet to ripen, and also our corn. Don't forget, we've got a field of corn now as well this year, as I explained in the last episode. In the drilling episode that we had when I drilled the barley, unfortunately I did forget to record me drilling the corn. I just literally just sort of ended the recording of the barley drilling, and then it was a case of like, you know, not a problem. I'll then go get the planter, get in the field, and then I'll just start recording. For whatever reason, I then closed that episode out, and then turned the game off, turned the computer off, because I think I was going out at the time, and came back a couple of days later, made the video, uploaded it to YouTube ready for when it was due to go out. Decided one afternoon while I was bored to watch that episode to make sure everything was alright, because I still had the video at the time. And then I was like, oh, you donkey, you didn't you didn't drill the corn. So yeah, anyway, as I say, we're going to crack on with this, and then we'll get this field and the next field done, and then we'll meet again. We'll end the episode there, and then next time, as I say, we'll have the other field to combine and these fields to bale and collect. So I'll see you in a bit. Bye for now.
Glory 40 club light up night, laughing, dancing feels so right. Colors flashing in my sight, freak enemy us take flight. Rhythm pounding in the air, move your body, lose your cares. Friends together everywhere, freak enemy us we swear. Glory 40 club, let's go. Feel the music, set the flow. In this party let's all show, freak enemy us we know. Shining stars up in the sky, chase your dreams, reach for the high. With our voices unify, freak enemy us don't cry. Hear the beat, don't let it stop. Everybody reach the top. Energy we got a lot, freak enemy us we pop. Night one and we feel alive. In this place we all arrive. Hearts and souls they start to dive, freak enemy us we thrive. is here to come, and I can't wait for it to happen. Sunlight all over my skin. Sunlight purifies my sins. Sunlight all over my skin. Sunlight, and now my life begins.
Right, so we're back. Yes. And we're there. We have got 4 fields done today, which is pretty good. We've just got one more to do, which is over there. You can just about see the yellow through the trees. So we've just got that one to do. I might do that one off camera. I don't know. And so I might leave it till next week, and then or to the next episode, and then do it, and then we'll have some baling to do as well. The way I'm going to collect the bales, I am going to chicken out and sort of opt out of all sensibility with that one. So I'm either going to do it with an auto bale stacker, basically, or do it by auto load. It'll be one or the other, but I'm not going to go through the field with the telehandler and the flatbed loading bales, because you don't want to watch that, and I don't want to do it. But it's more because it will be painful to watch. It will be because I recorded before the last episode, the spraying one, so yesterday's episode, I recorded a episode of me with the excavator digging out down by the pig farm there, and I thought before I put it out, I will sit and watch it, just to sit and yeah. I think the episode was like sort of 25 minutes long or something like that, 25-30 minutes long, and I got about 15 minutes in and thought, nah, I can't put this out. This is painful. You know, I'll tell you how bad it was. I was beginning to root for myself. But yeah, so as I say, and the bale loading will be exactly the same. I don't mind doing it on 1950s, funnily enough. That's okay, but as I say, we've got sort of quite a bit to be getting on with, and we've got, as I say, you know, we've got the rest of the work to do down here. We've also got to find some way of harvesting sugar beet, because that's going to be quite important for when our sugar beet is ready. So I don't quite know how we're going to do that yet. But I'm sure we'll find a way where there's a will and all that. And then, as I say, we've still got our maize to do as well. Barley will be ready. Let's just remember what I'm doing. There we go. Yeah, we've still got our maize and our barley to do as well. So barley will be for the seed, so that we can produce seed. If we do that this year, it might be that we don't do that this year, in which case we can just sell the barley as barley, and we'll get a little bit of money from it. We'll get a bit of cash flow from it. Just lower the reel down because it's going on the trailer. So in the very first field, I tried to show realistic loading of the header onto the header trailer. Got it in position, was really happy with where I got it. Got it square, got it level. Meant to press number 8 on my Sayatec control panel, and ended up pressing number 15. Now number 15 is my cruise control button, so if you look, it switches it basically on and off, right? And then 13 does up, and then 11 does down, right? Number 8 does my implement on and off. So like that, right? So I've got in position, I'm all lined up, and I'm thinking this actually did look pretty good actually. And then rather than pressing A, because 15 is directly below it, hit 15 and tried to drive over it. So, and I was like, ah, nice one. It was really. And then it got snagged on there as well when I came to take it off. But we'll try and see. Some combines work really well with the headers. That might always going to let me fold that in. That's fine. It's just so we go down the road. Because obviously we've got to go under some trees, so I don't want leaves and twigs and sticks and stuff going into the tank, because they can actually do quite a bit of damage. So always fold the lid down when you're going down the road, because as I say, otherwise you end up with sticks and leaves and everything else in it, and it's a heck of a job to put right if they start blocking it up and what have you. And yes, that one comes from someone speaking with experience. It reminded me actually when we was going underneath those tree lines in some of the fields there, and I thought, cool, in real life, when I first started on the farm, and obviously I was tractor and trailer driver, used to follow the combine sort of at a safe distance around the first breed of the field, just so that he could unload as and when he needed to by cutting in like I showed you. And those tree lines would have meant I would have had to have got out and then walked in front of the combine, just pulling all twigs and branches and whatever else had fallen in the winter storms or the winter winds or the spring winds or whatever, and any sort of debris around tree lines that we could find. I remember one when I was combine driver on the second farm, we had in Sutton Bridge we had a couple of fields that backed onto housing estates. Well, I say they backed onto one, and then there was another one down, sort of like we used to run down the side of it. And I didn't really like those fields because the lads in those houses. Oh, where am I going? I want to be going to that other field. The lads in those houses were not very. They didn't give a damn, basically, and so you'd be in their combine, and suddenly they would come in their go-karts and their buggies and their motorbikes and what have you, and start digging and sort of racing through the crop as you were trying to combine it and driving in front of you. It was a really horrible couple of fields that we had there. I think now they're SFI. I think the farm just decided to write them off. They weren't particularly big fields, but they weren't small fields either. To turn the combine off. They weren't sort of particularly big fields, but they were sort of good sized fields. Probably I would say about 20 to 25 acres, something like that. I can't remember exactly how big they were, but yeah, so they were really horrible. But one year I was combining in there, and I was going down the side of the road. Down the side of the sort of second half of the council estate, and as I was getting towards the end, that was where they used to fly tip. And what they'd done was they'd gone down there and they'd burnt like settees and beds and God knows what else, and mattresses and what have you. And for some unbeknown reason only to them, they decided to pile the springs in the actual wheat. So as I was coming along, I didn't see it until my reel grabbed hold of them and started throwing them into the combine. Honestly, it was an absolute mess. But anyway, so I'm going to call this episode here. I hope you've enjoyed it, and see, it just snags on that trailer, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, so I'm gonna, as I say, gonna leave the episode here. And I also, as well, actually, I just very quickly need to say, in the field we just were in, there is a little bit of a gap between where the recording ended and then sort of came back in again. That was because my screen recorder had stopped recording. I basically ran out of memory. That's what had happened, and so I had to quickly go around and try and put a video together to then clear all the memory so that I could get all my memory back. It's really odd how it works. I was explaining to someone the other day, but that person that I was explaining it to has now given me a solution. So once I finish recording this video and I've sorted out the video and uploaded it to YouTube, I am then going to do what they told me to do, which was very kind of you, Andrew, to do that for me. I really appreciate that. And as I say, once I get all my work done this afternoon, I am going to sit and try and do that. And hopefully that should free up a lot more memory, because I dread to think how big the mod folder actually is. But as I say, once we've done those changes, hopefully everything will be good. But yeah. Anyway, as I say, thanks ever so much for watching. I've really enjoyed having your company. If you've liked the video, why not give it a thumbs up? If you like me, you like the channel, why not give us a subscribe? It really does help me, really does help the channel, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.